said that he kind of decided on the QB rotation, giving you more time as the game went along. Did you kind of have a sense of what the vibe was going to be like, or we just kind of stay ready for whenever you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he told us during the week that both of us were going to play at some point in time. He didn't know exactly when it was going to happen. Obviously, there was a string there where we were moving the ball really well. We were playing well as an offense, so I'm sure he didn't want to mess up the rhythm. But yeah, he was honest with both of us that both of us were going to play, and that he didn't know how the game was obviously going to go, and that he was just going to go, off his decision or whenever or however he thought.
Did it take you a half to feel comfortable? It seemed like you got more rhythm, comfort in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, I haven't played meaningful football in a year to this day. Last year, week 18. It's not an excuse. Like you said, I think, the first interception, that's terrible. I mean, that's bad ball. It's something that you look at and you just kind of, why did you make that decision? It's Tampa. Why are you throwing to a cloud corner? I mean, I was first day of rookie minicamp, and Bill Belichick told me that. Never do that, and I did it, and it's just terrible ball. After that, settled in. I think, all as the offense as a whole settled in. We started moving the ball well, kind of shot ourselves in the foot again, and then the last interception there is just, miscommunication that, just can't happen, and obviously, just part of football.
You're going to be a restricted free agent. So do you have plans? Would you like to tender from the Browns? What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I love to be here. Personally, I don't know if there's anything set in stone. I mean, maybe my agent does, but I don't. I like to say that I can be a starter in this league, but, you kind of look back at this game, there's decisions that can't be made in order for me to be a starter. The 2 turnovers can't happen. If I want to be a starter in this league, that can't happen. It's simple as that. I'd love to be here. I love to play here. I've made great relationships here. I believe I can win games here like I have in the past. So just got to look back at this game, get with Coach Stefanski, and learn from it.
Have you been asked about Jerry Judy getting the record yet?
I have not.
Oh.
He got it?
He got the record.
Well, that's one positive.
2 catches on the final drive.
Perfect.
Did you guys know that was a thing heading into the final drive, and were you making a concerted effort to make sure that you did it?
I mean, I don't know if we were just like, hey, let's get Judy the ball just for the record. He's a very dynamic football player, obviously. So getting the ball in his hands is always, a positive for us. We threw the little flat to him, and he got 30 yards off of it. So always getting the ball in his hands where he can make, yards after the catch is, something that he's best at. So I think going into that last drive, we just wanted to get something going, and getting the ball into his hands was, a main priority, obviously, because he can do it.
And he really kind of put himself on the NFL map this year as sort of an elite number 1 type of receiver. Did you see that throughout practice and in these past few games?
100%. I think he's a number 1 for every team in this league. He's one of the best receivers throughout the entire league, and I think he's shown that the last, 10, 11 weeks that, to finish the season. And, just his work ethic off the field, I think, is what impresses me the most. He's always asking us questions, quarterback room, of how he can run the route better or what we're seeing so he can get into that spot or that zone so he can get the ball. And then, obviously, whenever it's a man, and I think that's a mismatch no matter who's covering him. So he did a phenomenal job, and I'm sure carrying over into the future he's going to keep doing it.
And then also, Joel Bitonio has thought about maybe retiring after this season. What have you seen in him, just the brief time that you've seen him over there playing left guard, and just even how he's just playing in the last 4 or 5 games?
Yeah, I mean, first off, he's an unbelievable player on the field. To play as long as he has and to be as successful as he is phenomenal. I mean, he's unreal. And then off the field, he welcomed me with open arms when I came here. He was one of the first guys to eat lunch with me, and as well as a new guy, and I was kind of like a new kid at school. And he sat down, him and Wyatt, and we ate lunch together first day, and then it carried on. But, if he retires, obviously that's his decision. But if for some reason I'm back here and I'm playing, I'm going to beg him not to retire, because obviously he's one of the best guards in the league. And but I know Father Time catches up to everybody, so that's his decision, obviously.
David, why would you want to come back here? I mean, you have a choice. You're a 3-14 team, so what's so appealing about coming back?
I just think I see the vision of what Stefanski and AB and all these guys that have been here for a long time, the vision that they want this organization to get to. You see what happened last year, playoffs. I think this year just accumulative things, injuries and things like that kind of caused this year. But obviously, you know, the main thing is I want to play and I want to be a starter in this league. And if there's an opportunity that I can do that here, obviously I want to come back.
So, I mean, Deshaun Watson is going to be coming back
Mhm.
and also competing for the starting job. What do you know of Deshaun? How much would you like an opportunity to have that chance to work alongside him and battle with him, basically?
Yeah, I mean, Deshaun's a great player. That's the reason why he's rolling around in the money that he's got. I mean, he's phenomenal. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So to be able to compete against him and also learn from him, obviously I wasn't around him as much with the injury and everything, but if I were to come back next year and be around him in the QB room and kind of pick his brain, it would be awesome because, you know, he's done it for a long time and he's been really good at it for a long time.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.